I don't know, I might edit these loading screens out. I'm not sure about that yet. You can comment about that too. I don't think it's too horrible, but, well, might spare a few seconds there. Alright, I'm going to be male, and yeah, I actually might go ahead and look for a custom portrait. Although I think this one, which is Khalid from Baldur's Gate 1, he does look a bit like I imagine my character to look. So for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and take this one. And I think, yeah, he's going to be the suspense. He's going to be a half-elf, because I like half-elves and for diversity reasons, I guess. And he's going to be multi-classed, and he's going to be a fighter cleric. Yeah. Now, I guess this would be a good time to say a few words about this character, because this is a role-playing game, so I pretty much can't get around the fact that I'll have to be role-playing it. Now, I'm not going to overdo it. I'm not going to become my character. I'll keep a pretty much straight line there. I'm me, and this is my character. So I'm not going to get all that immersed and role-play-y. But I like some level of consistency in my gameplay when I play Baldur's Gate, because, well, you can switch your modus operandi from decision to decision. It can be fun, I guess, but it's nice to actually create some person you can put into the storyline of the game. And for that you need some level of consistency in his decisions, some sort of minimal background, motivation. I like that when I'm playing it, and I think as I'm LPing it and people are watching me, I should be as entertaining as I can be, and I should make the character as entertaining as I can be. Now I see the alignments. If you don't know what that's about, pretty much you can imagine two axes in this alignment chart. You have the good to bad, good to evil paradigm, so good, neutral, evil, and you have the lawful and chaotic paradigm, so lawful, neutral, and chaotic. And yeah, that's pretty much how it's set up. And of course, lawful good would be a paladin, a goody two-shoes, who's like a knight in shiny armor, and is honorable and righteous. Like chaotic evil would be complete lowlife who does what he wants and doesn't care who he hurts doing it, and actually might be quite sadistic as well. True neutral, I always have a bit of a problem with this alignment, because, well, it seems fitting for like druids, people who want to uphold the balance. I always imagine somebody with absolutely no opinions on everything, on anything, when I imagine someone who's true neutral. But that's kind of besides the point. I'm going to be chaotic neutral, which I find one of the most interesting alignments, because that's actually somebody who, yeah, he's a completely free spirit. He doesn't really care about good or evil. He doesn't care about laws either. Actually, a madman would be chaotic neutral, but I'm not going to be playing a madman. I'm going to be playing somebody who actually, I think, brings a little bit of spice into all this chaotic neutral business. Because see, my character, this, as it is, male half-elven fighter cleric who's chaotic neutral, he's a cleric of Talos, and Talos, for those of you who don't know, is the Ferunian deity of chaos, of storm, of rebellion, general mayhem, if you will. And he actually has a kind of a political agenda behind what he's doing. He's not only out to sow chaos and murder and rebellion wherever he goes, just because of the fun of it. Although he does enjoy chaos quite a bit. He actually, you might consider him an anarchist. He basically thinks that the world would be better off without any kind of authority, without nations, without hierarchies. And he firmly believes that everyone in this world, every person, every being would be better off if everyone was completely free in the sense of independent from authorities and order and morals. Yeah, you might consider him an anarchist, seriously, and that's what he's doing. He's it's not like he's some noble revolutionary trying to make the world a better place. He does believe that the sort of chaos and mayhem he spreads is actually helping the world, but he's not as noble as he likes to think he is. He likes, as I said, he does like chaos for personal reason. He enjoys scheming and manipulating people and well, causing general chaos in doing so. Also, he's just a person, really. He does have this vision of a free world and no authority wherever, no nations, no order, no organized religion, funnily enough, although he's a cleric. While he does believe in it, he also, he's not as big as he thinks he is. He's not as noble as he thinks he is, and he also isn't as smart as he thinks he is. While he is good at manipulating people and doing stuff, he's really he can be quite petty and stupid at times, and but he does think what he does is right, and that he has the moral high ground, so to speak, and that he's just the bee's knees, which he isn't really. But that's what his agenda is, I would say, which makes sense considering his backstory, because when he grew up in Candlekeep with his foster sister Imoen and his foster father Gorion, the monks who raised him, or who helped raise him, were priests of Ogma, actually, who is the god of wisdom. And while he did like the books, the reading, the learning, he enjoyed that very much, he was appalled, really, by the fact that for him this was organized wisdom, this was organized knowledge, and in this it kind of became to him a tool for justifying the power of those that have the power, which, as one might say, put the spark of rebellion in him, and made him interested in chaos, and this led him to the deity of Talos. And while Talos is an evil deity, he doesn't think that this is actually inherent to Talos. He thinks that it's too easy to put together something like chaos and war and rebellion with evil. For him, it's just chaos, without being good or evil. And Of course, he was thrilled when he got out of Candlekeep, which was kind of restricting for him. Although he did like Imoen very much, he liked the fact that she's such a free spirit, that she doesn't care about laws at all, and he likes her, he really likes her, he does consider her a good friend. And he has some level of respect for her, and likes her a lot. The events of Baldur's Gate 1, I'm not going to get too much into this, but he didn't care too much about Geraint's death because, well, he didn't have very much respect for that one. He, of course, killed his half-brother Saravok, who also is a child of Baal. Yeah, he really only did it because, well, the guy had a huge bounty on my character's head. So he had to kill him or fight him, at least get rid of him in some way, because he, well, didn't feel so good about being hunted and chased by headhunters, by bounty hunters. And, yeah, well, he did that. In doing so, he of course prevented a war between Baldur's Gate and Amn. And that really pissed him off, because he never wanted to be someone who prevents a war. He sees himself as the one who causes wars and rebellion and chaos. So he was really pissed off, he was steaming. And so after the events of Baldur's Gate 1, he just, well, he traveled around the Salt Coast a little bit, not too much away from Baldur's Gate, because, well, he's actually kind of a lazy fella. He likes to travel, but, well, not just in a very comfortable way, I'd say. And he tried to compensate for the fact that he actually prevented a war by instigating a few rebellions, by sowing a little bit of chaos, but mostly it was just in little villages or towns, and it got boring. So basically he made his way to Athkatla, because it's a big city, and that's where he thinks he can do a little bit more. He can live out his chaotic nature a little bit more, and his lust for chaos and rebellion and mayhem.